Welcome back to the Morning Blend. I love getting new pictures, adding fun shelves, putting up new decorations, but you know what I don't love? It's hanging all that stuff. It's almost impossible, I think, to get everything centered and leveled. Well, now there's a new device every toolbox needs. It does all that for you in a few simple steps. That means you can take care of those pesky home projects and get rid of that honey-do list in a snap. The multi-purpose device we're going to show you is called NeverMeasure. It is 100% American made and the owners are local veterans. Please welcome Chuck Miller and Brian Blasey. Good to see you guys.
Good morning.
Everybody here in our studio is like, no way, you don't have to measure, and even difficult things to hang, which we're going to talk about, you're able to do with this device. So first, tell us what NeverMeasure is and how you came up with this.
So the concept for NeverMeasure came from a problem where I had a ceramic elephant head that had the blind hold hangers on the back where you can't see from the front. So in trying to get that hung on my wall, let's just say it didn't work out well for the wall. And so as I looked around online and as I looked in stores and things, I didn't really find anything that I felt was a good fit for the solution. And so that's when I went to my partner Brian and said, hey, here's a problem we're having. Can we come up with something or an idea to help fix this problem?
Well, yeah, because in one of your videos I saw, and this was fascinating, because a lot of times if you're trying to center something, you'll measure your space, and you had this great math diagram because it said, yeah, how do you divide in two something like 24 5/8 inches? And it's like, yeah, exactly. That's the problem that so many people have. And I think there's so many things that are hard to hang, like towel bars, which we're looking at there, or those picture frames that you talked about that have those blind holes. So this does all that work for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So when Chuck came to me, we started kind of doing some brainstorming on how we were going to Chuck-proof hanging pictures.
It's not easy.
So after a number of iterations, we came up with NeverMeasure.
All right, so talk us through this. Now, are these what you call those blind holes?
Correct.
Yes.
That's an example of.
And this is an example of something that I think is really difficult to hang because of the measuring involved, and then also getting the screws that you put in level so that it ends up being level.
Yep, and that's the challenge. So with NeverMeasure, we have a knob here that controls the arms. This is the center point, and the arms are geared, so that is always the center.
Okay.
So then in this application, we can, arm's kind of in the way, but we use the arms.
You go to either side of the blind hole.
Right where the fasteners will need to be located. This is a locking screw.
Okay.
So we can lock down that distance. Then we just transfer that up to our wall. We line up wherever we're going to center our picture, line up on the center. We have an integrated level so we can level it up. We mark right here, we mark right here, we place our fasteners, and it's level and it's centered where we want it.
And that's pretty small. You're holding a smaller one. This is for bigger things. Go ahead and stretch those arms out so that you can see that you can hang something that's quite a bit bigger than what you see here. And that's what those arms do, is they get things to be exactly in the center.
It's the same features as a small one, actually some additional features. So it comes as a set. The small one goes out to 19 inches, the large one goes out to 36 inches. Okay,
now I'm going to give you guys a trick question because you brought this. This is also something that's difficult to hang. So you can see on either side here, they have these hooks for measuring. And what I'm wondering, because this has happened before, is in terms of getting it level, what if the screws that they put in are not measured right and those aren't level?
Well, with NeverMeasure, it makes it real easy. So we have a numbering system that goes from 0 to 90 right, 0 to 90 left. There's some explanations for that on our website, but one of the things that really allows us to check that out is simply going to the center point of our NeverMeasure and coming down, and we'll see the number. So in this case, it's like 52. Then all we have to then do is go to the other side. Same thing, where we line up the center point down to the thing and see that it's at 52 as well. And then that tells us our hangers are level on our picture.
Okay.
And we don't have to worry about that problem you just raised.
So this one is level, and then it's a lot easier to get it centered.
Correct. Okay. Well, then you use the other feature of the NeverMeasure then to get your dimensions that you're going to use on the wall.
Okay, one of the things I liked, I mentioned the videos, is that I feel like it gives you a really good step-by-step guide visually too of exactly how it works, because I think explaining it, sometimes people don't get it until they actually see it in action. What's the point of the videos, and what are you hoping people will get from seeing this?
So we have a number of videos. One is a feature set video, excuse me. With the feature set, it tells you about the different features from the vials to the locking screw to the thumb wheel and the numbers. We also have a number of application videos, so kind of ideas of things to use. And then also in our video section, we started putting some how-to videos, so more specific videos on actually how to do some of those home projects that you're trying to do.
Well, and one of the things you talk about are those collages where people hang multiple pictures in different spots. And because I think that looks so hard. It's easy to do with NeverMeasure. And so I'm curious just real quick about the feedback that you've had.
The feedback has been spectacular. We actually sold one to a gentleman who was hanging pictures in a hotel and had a number of pictures to hang. He calls me up 2 days after he bought it and says, oh my gosh, send me 3 more because I have just expanded my project and now I have to hang 96 pictures and you're saving me 30% on my labor cost.
Unbelievable. What does it cost?
So we sell it now online. It comes in a set of 2, the large one and the small one, $32 online, NeverMeasure.com.
Love it. Here it is.
Free
shipping.
Free shipping.
Too. That's fantastic. How easy is that? NeverMeasure.com. We just made your life simple, which I love it. That's fantastic. Great to meet both of you.
Thank you.
Wonderful that it's made in America and owned to you by veterans. We appreciate your time, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.